poem for the men who feel entitled to me. So, absorb this, please. When the pizza delivery guy spends 30 seconds more on my front step, asking me if I live here alone, I tattoo the word nuisance on his tongue and do not tip. My first boyfriend used to call me his. He breaks up with me for having dance class concurrent to his existence. I break open my chest to let bees swarm, filled with enough venom to make all men bow down at my feet. This is for the girls who snap necks and spit on anyone watching. This is for the rule breakers, for the movers and shakers, the group project slayers, and the racial sensitivity training table shakers. This is for twist out rockers, for hand raisers, for mothers and the children who raise them. This is for headphone wearers, dirty computers, and for colored girls who watch Tyler Perry's For Colored Girls When Representation Isn't Enough. This is for the girls who have learned their worth from cab drivers who arrived on time and asked them what their name was. For the world we live in, for the company we keep, for 79 cents to the dollar, for navy blue, black, and alligator clips we overcome. On sidewalks we shall not be moved. In spite of unwanted parking garage accompaniment and graduation ceremony guests, still, like dust, we rise. Punching through ceilings and licking the blood clean from our fists. We are leaping down trapdoors, unafraid of what lies below. We are holding hands and heads and crowns and entering every room like we painted it with the echoes of our own words. We are sinking our teeth into greatness like God herself made it just for us. Because this, our bodies, have always been our shit. And for the men who feel entitled to me, to us, we do not owe you ourselves simply because you are present for the time of our discontent or our birth. If you listen closely, you can hear the sounds of my ancestors slaughtering your expectations and swallowing them whole in your kitchens. Thank you. This next poem I felt was fitting to read at a poetry festival because I'm sure we can all relate. This piece is called Poem or an Ode to Viral Poetry. 1. This piece is called Most Men Are Bad, Though Some Are Okay, But All Women Are Perfect, the poem. This piece is called I'm Screaming and You Have to Listen, like the Christmas pageant in 3rd grade my dad never came to. This poem is called I Hate You, Dad. This poem is a piece I titled using a metaphor for being in love with a woman. It could also be named after a flower. This piece is called 2 because I forgot to keep counting. 3. This poem is a cry for help and I'm writing it here at 4:56 a.m. in a hotel room. 4. For every breath next I will break up with you. 5. This piece is called Waking Up the Birds in the Morning and Running Up Clouds to Look God in the Face. 6. This poem is called Sitting in the Stand at Night, Begging the Sky to Shift Enough to Let Your Mind at Ease. This is a poem about being myself and somehow redundant. 7. This poem is called At Some Point I Hope to Have Made at least one white person uncomfortable. I'll know that then I have fulfilled my civic duty. This poem is about race because those are the ones that go viral. This is a poem that will go viral. 8. This is a poem that has no direction. 9. This is a poem called The Sun Rising. And I know that in 2 hours I should be happy. I'm breathing. 10. This piece is called A Poem That Is Going to Save Me, although I'm still waiting. Thank you.
All right.
So I just finished my undergrad as a theater major, which was a trip. I was in school over in the UK, and when I was auditioning for theater schools, being black and an actor and a woman is something that is scary. So I wrote a poem called Society Presents about that. Here it is. You know what I love? The constant reminder that not only has my body seemed to fail the world, but the world has reciprocated. I just love living in the mold that society has given me based on what my body looks like. Let me give you a quick rundown. Society Society says that my body suggests aggression. You know, you wouldn't see anyone like me prancing through a field of tiger lilies, now would you? You see, it basically just means I can't act in anything not written or produced by Oprah. Like, I'm not a Precious, but I'm definitely not a Leslie Jones. Society says that I belong in a place that would suit my appearance more, like in a gym bench pressing 180 or at a DMV yelling, "Sir, I will call security. Do it one more time." Society expects a lot of me. And sometimes it even feels like nobody's really looking at me in the eyes because they're too busy staring at the sign above my head that probably reads, "Tyler Perry Presents." Society says that I'm angry. Or at other times I'm not anything. I'm not allowed to have emotions because black women are stereotypically supposed to be so strong. And it gets overwhelming sometimes taking other people's emotions into account instead of my own, which is probably why I'm so depressed all the time. My other things that are probably wrong about me, it's kind of like holding in a fart all day, you know, at moments you could shit yourself. And you don't know how you let yourself get here, but now you're stuck and you're tired, and I can't always be Viola Davis. Or according to society, that's not even really an attainable goal, because my son will probably be shot in the street and within minutes will be hashtag. Anyway, society likes to tell me how I should live. And my choice to accept it determines whether or not it accepts me. You know what? Whether or not it accepts me isn't really my problem. Thank you. It has come to the time in my set where we're going to get real black. Are y'all ready? Because it's what we all deserve. It's fine, I know. I sang a black girl song today. I wrapped arms around my heart today. I put oil in my scalp. Looked in the mirror. Kissed her full lips as if to say, thank you. I sang a black girl song today. I wrapped arms around my heart today. I put oil in my scalp to heal the parts of me I might have chipped away. I sang a black girl song today. I wrapped arms around my heart today. I put oil in my scalp. Wishing, wishing, wishing to be better. I sang a black girl song today. He put one hand around my mouth, a rope around my throat today, or it felt like it. Like I had spent days in the basement of my self-born children, didn't swallow them whole out of spite, but praised them out of being so colored. I sang a black girl song today. I wrapped arms around my heart today. I looked into the sun and prayed that I might grow wings to fly into it and away. I am black and woman, which is to say that I am dreaming. Which is to say I am standing on the shoulders of braver colored girls, which is to say that we are the greatest of all time. We are perfecting the curves of our own rainbows. I sang a black girl song today. They like to call us minority, inner city, non-white, don't know we all colors. They say we the good blacks, the across the tracks blacks, except at night us black folk ain't got no right to be out here shining. Stars, like we royalty or something. Like me, I'm somebody or something. Like this, my God-given right, I might just start praying in the name of my black and ass, in the names of altars and burdens on which we lay them. Amen. For Maya, for Nina, for Nikki, for Tony, we rise. We are singing the songs of colored girls, putting oil in our scalps. We are taking our pieces away from you and bringing them back home into ourselves. We are saying thank you to all the no's and the you're not good enoughs. We are sitting on front porches, braiding bitch faces and shade into our crowns. Thank you. Thank you. I hear whistling, but I don't know where it's coming from, but I love you. This poem is something that all poems know too well. All poets know too well. Black poets. It's called Asking Too Much of You, in parentheses, my invitation to the cookout, BCC, Becky. Hey, girl. Thanks for the email. I'd really love to deep dive and unpack some of your thoughts, so here are my ideas. Can you write about your skin? I'd compare it to one of those milk chocolate bars or a brown paper bag. Can you write about how chocolate can also be white, or Oreos? Oh my God, now that I think about it, that is so you. Sometimes I forget you're even black. You're so like articulate, but like exotic. You'd be perfect for this op-ed about the suffragette movement. Remind me again, who is Sojourner Truth? Spelling? Chica, just make me laugh. The parts of you that are most unlike me will never sell. Make your rough soft. I want to think of you as my mama. Teach me how to braid my hair, how to dance like that, how to be only what I find interesting about you. I want to become you. Tell me I am you, but sweeter, without the bitter parts. Can't you just be in a room, be my own personal pedestal? Can't you just listen? Why can't your hands just be made for snapping, your neck be for rolling, for singing songs that I love and letting me say, nigga? Hey, girlfriend. When will you give it a rest? Stop comparing yourself to secrets that only come out at night, skeletons in closets, a fetish. Aren't you tired of being black and this and that? You exist at a 6-point fork in the road I just can't compartmentalize. I mean, it can't be that hard. I'm totally bi-curious, so I get it. It's like the same thing. Hey, Miss Sister Girlfriend, did you know that Irish people were slaves? I will only mention this in response to any mention of your oppression because I, too, have suffered. Why do you have to make me feel so guilty? I mean, yeah, it's true, but I didn't do it. My great-grandfather owned slaves. Isn't that far enough back? I mean, I know it paid for my college. Hey, Miss Attitude. I've noticed that you talk too loud. I've observed in meetings that you look at me as if I'm saying something wrong. I mean, I gave you 3 whole minutes for this poem. I gave you events with the word black in the names. All I ask is that I moderate your panels. It's only inclusive. I mean, I'm wearing a shirt with Audre Lorde on it, so that should be enough for me. I've been to Africa. I've seen all the country is suffering from. I took pictures, fed them rice. I praised them for being so civilized. I should be your superhero. I should be in your conversations, a part of your discourse. When you talk to your black friends, I don't like that you try to dismiss me. If I cry, I will fill oceans. If you burn flags, I will burn crosses and cities and black boys who whistle. I mean, girl, aren't we sisters? You should have my back. As long as I have you, I can never be racist. Don't you know I can come over and colonize your side of the tracks, lock your culture away and hand it back to you with a new name and a wheatgrass shot and a higher rent and a bigger police presence, and don't I always leave you something? Hey, sister, I'll reconstruct this mile, show you all that my tears can wash away, and girl, don't forget, you can always say no. XOXO Becky. Thank you.
Yeah.